Hello everybody. Hello, 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 hello. Hello. Hello, 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 and welcome back. I'll just knock something over. I'll be careful. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. This is auntieQ ASMR, and I am back again to relax you. If you're new here, thank you for joining me, and if you are returning, thanks for being here yet again. Hopefully you will all stick around and subscribe. And I hope that you're doing well. I hope that you're doing as well as you can be doing right now. I'm kind of trying to do the same. It's been like a week since I've uploaded, and I even had a video pre-recorded, the one that I told you about, the whisper word study that needs to be edited, and I was still looking for new editing software. Well, I'm staring at my laptop behind you, just out of frame right now, where that video is currently exporting from Filmora, which is a video editing software that I've been seeing advertised on YouTube this week with a free trial. So I'm trying it, but the video that I'm creating with the free trial is gonna have a watermark, and I'm just able to see what it looks like now that I'm exporting it, and it's like a fat ass watermark. So I wanted to upload this video first to give you guys a heads up about that, touch base, say that I hope you're doing well, and apologize for the delay with getting my next upload uploaded. To be completely honest with you, I kind of just am letting myself, I'm kind of just been letting myself get the better of me and not doing the things that I need to do. And that's that on seasonal depression. Am I right, guys? First day of fall was this week. So I figured we could all just sit down together and drink some Topo Chico and read another Grimm's fairy tale, because I thought that that would be kind of like a festive fall thing to do, is to read another Grimm's tale. But I just kind of wanted to get that out of the way and say that I'm sorry it took me a while to get an upload posted. I've just been kind of down in the dumps and not really making myself do what I'm supposed to do. There was a point to me saying that, but now I can't remember. My point was, thank you to everybody who's left me a really kind and sweet comment during the past week, because I actually have gotten several, and it was very encouraging for me to read those and eventually work myself up to sit here and record this video again, because I do genuinely enjoy doing this. It's just sometimes your brain does the big sad, and then you do the big sloth. Yeah. I also thought that I could use this for some visual triggers, like some like smoke. But I don't want to send a bad message, kids. I am, again, 24 years old. And while I don't think that anybody really needs to be vaping, it's not illegal if I do it. And I'm not telling you that you should. And with all of that being said, I of funny. It's funny because, like, I'm just kind of telling you right now that I've been a little gloomy lately, but I was also going to share with you the upside. And the upside is that Deftones put out an amazing new album on Friday. So there's always an upside and a downside to everything. And the next story that we are due to read in the Grimm's Fairy Tales book is called Sharing Joy and Sorrow. So it's like it was meant to be cool. So there once was a tailor who was a quarrelsome fellow, and his wife, who was a good, industrious, and pious, never could please him. Whatever she did, he was not satisfied, but grumbled and scolded, and knocked her about and beat her. As the authorities at last heard of it, they had summoned and put him in prison in order to make him better. He was kept for a while on bread and water and then set free again. He was forced, however, to promise not to beat his wife any more, but to live with her in peace, and share joy and sorrow with her as married people ought to do. All went on for a time, but then he fell into his old ways and was surly and quarrelsome, and because he dared not beat her, he would seize her by the hair and tear it out. The woman escaped from him and sprang out into the yard, but he ran after her with his yard measure and scissors, and threw them at her and whatever else came his way. When he hit her, he laughed, and when he missed her, he stormed and swore. This went on so long that the neighbors came to the wife's assistance. The tailor was again summoned before the magistrates and reminded of his promise. "Dear gentlemen," said he, "I have kept my word. I have not beaten her, but I have shared joy and sorrow with her. How can that be?" says the judge, "when she continuously brings such heavy complaints against you? I have not beaten her, but just because she looked so strange, I wanted to comb her hair with my hand. She, however, got away from me and left me quite spitefully. Then I hurried after her, and in order to bring her back to her duty, I threw at her as a well-meant admonition whatever came readily to hand. I have shared joy and sorrow with her also, for whenever I hit her, I was full of joy, and she of sorrow. And if I missed her, then she was joyful, and I was sorry." The judges were not satisfied with this answer, but gave him the reward he deserved. I mean, not exactly the twist ending that I was looking for. I was hoping that it would spin it into a positive. But that's fine, because you know what? I think I got a little bit overexcited over the sharing and joy and sorrow being the title, being like a synchronicity for today's video topic, because I'm pretty sure we skipped over the golden key. I think that the last one that I actually read for you was the little peasant in my last video. So I'm gonna go ahead and read you the nail, or the golden key, excuse me. And if you've heard it before, then I'm sorry, but we're gonna read it again. So, the golden key. In the winter time, when a deep snow lay on the ground, a poor boy was forced to go out on a sledge to fetch wood. When he had gathered it together and packed it, he wished, as he was so frozen with cold, not to go home at once, but to light a fire and warm himself a little. So he scraped away the snow, Exactly. He's entered it once round, and now we must wait until he has quite unlocked it and opened the lid, and then we shall learn what wonderful things were lying in that box. I don't understand, was there something that I missed in that story? Because it kind of feels like nothing happens. So for a bonus, I'll read you the nail, the one that comes after sharing of sadness and joy or whatever. Because it's short. So, the nail. A merchant had done good business at the fair. He had sold his wares and lined his money bags with gold and silver. Then he wanted to travel homewards and be in his own house before nightfall, so he packed his truck with the money on his horse and rode away. At noon he rested in a town, and when he wanted to go farther, the stable boy brought out his horse and said, "A nail is wanting, sir, in the shoe of his left hind foot." "Let it be wanting," answered the merchant. "The shoe will certainly stay on for the 6 miles I still have to go. I am in a hurry." In the afternoon, when he once more alighted and had his horse fed, the stable boy went into the room to him and said, "Sir, a shoe is missing from your horse's left hind foot. Shall I take him to the blacksmith?" "Let it still be wanting," answered the man. "The horse can very well hold out for a couple of miles which remain. I am in haste." He rode forth, but before long the horse began to limp. It had not limped long before it began to stumble, and it had not stumbled long before it fell down and broke its leg. The merchant was forced to leave the horse where it was and unbuckle the trunk, take it on his back, and go home on foot. And there he did not arrive until quite late at night. "And that unlucky nail," he said to himself, "has caused this disaster." Listen slowly. I feel like I just don't get the point of some of these stories, I'll be honest with you, because those 3 were kind of duds. Sorry, just waiting for my neighbor to stop stomping around upstairs like an elephant. So, that was that. The other thing that I thought would be kind of funny is to take one of these little flowers that I have here, and with my little tweezers, I don't know if this is something that you guys used to do when you were kids, but when I was a kid, when I was knee-high to a grasshopper, we used to, in elementary school, like find little flowers and then like pluck the petals, and we would pluck one and we'd go, "He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not." Okay, the petals on this one is too small. I can't do it with that one. Plus, I don't think it makes good sounds. I was hoping that even with the petals pressed in between the tines of the tweezers that you would still hear like the sound, but I don't think that you do. But I'll try this one anyway, just because I wanted to. Did that rhyme? Anyway, so I don't know who he is, by the way, but we always did it in a very heteronormative way in Catholic school where I grew up. But hey, it could be whoever. In fact, I'm probably more inclined to say she loves me not. She loves me. She loves me not. So let's go. I didn't even do it right. Hold on. Grab it from the bottom. She loves me. She loves me not. 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 I don't know. These little ones weren't really making any noise. Maybe kind of. If I pull them out, it might make a good noise. I'm trying to decide if that makes a good sound. It might. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of satisfying to do though. Because they all kind of come out like in chunks. You can just like take a little bit and then just like pull it out. And then like take a little bit more and then just pull it out. I feel like if I hold it close enough to the mic when I tug on it, then the sound of it getting torn out kind of sounds good. I don't know. Is that cruel? Trying to destroy flowers to get good ASMR sounds. These flowers are on their way out anyway. They've been in my apartment for about a week. Week and a half, maybe. Maybe. Oh, it smells really nice. Anyway, friends, I know that this video was kind of chaotic. But if you liked any of the flower sounds, let me know. Because we can destroy the rest of these flowers together, you and me, baby, whatever you want. I just thought that this is like a vaguely fall-themed video. Because we can talk about our seasonal depression, and we can talk about Grimm's fairy tales, which I thought that they were supposed to be spooky. I thought that that was the whole thing with Grimm's fairy tales, but maybe I'm wrong. I thought that they were supposed to be spooky though. These ones weren't. These ones kind of sucked, and I'm sorry, but I hope you like my whispers. And I hope that you're doing well. Thank you all for being sweet and supportive and enjoying my videos. Makes me look forward to coming back here to sit down to film for you. This one I'll hopefully be able to post in a short amount of time, get it up by tomorrow morning, and then you guys will have the heads up, the fair warning about I get romanced by this one that has a lot of features, and I end up paying for it, and then it ends up being too complicated for me, and then I can't get my money back, and then I have to admit that I need something simple, and then waste more money getting the one that I actually end up using in the long run, which is, I could see that playing out because that's kind of the shit that I do. So I'm just gonna kind of take my time with it and try to make the best choice with which one to move forward on. But in the meantime, I can do a shorter video that doesn't require editing, so I can post it for you and kind of keep you in the loop. I think that was everything that I needed to say. But I hope that everyone, like I said, is doing well. I know it's been a tough year, and if you're anything like me, it's about to get a little bit tougher just because it's the season. But it's okay because it's also simultaneously my favorite season, and there's a lot to look forward to with the weather, with the amazing Deftones album that was put out on Friday, and hopefully with this channel. Let me know, you guys, what you'd like to see next. Thank you for all of your wonderful comments. I really do appreciate it. And hopefully you found this video relaxing and you are long since asleep and not hearing me ramble nonsense right now. But if you are still asleep, go check out some of my other videos, Goober, and get some rest. It's important. You need it. I am going to get some rest also, but I'm gonna go watch this week's new episode of The Boys first. You guys, if you are not watching The Boys, check out The Boys on Amazon Prime. Okay, that's all I have to say. That's what I've been doing in my free time this week when I'm not working or sleeping. I'm watching The Boys, and it's great. I love it. Okay, love you guys too.